Hey, it's Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty. You may have heard about our full-service flat fee listings through a postcard in your mailbox recently. We'll talk more about those in just a second, but first we're going to look at the Cincinnati real estate market news for 2023 year-to-date and compare that to 2022 year-to-date. First of all, new listings are down 19%, closings are down 35%, average sale price is up over 6%, average days on market is at 20 days, total inventory right now is at 84 days, while active inventory is at 48 days. It is still a seller's market, but not as hot as it was earlier this year. So if you want to net the most money when you sell your home, you need a more sophisticated marketing approach. But you don't have to pay a 6% commission to get that because it comes standard with our full-service flat fee listings. Visit our site at 513flatfee.com to learn more about our service and to find out how you can net the most money when you sell your home. Interest rates are down again this week. We're at an average for a fixed rate mortgage on a 30-year loan at 7.66%. So it's certainly not nearly as low as it was the last couple years or even earlier this year, but we reached a peak of around 8%. If you've been paying attention, you know that as well. We've trickled down a little bit the last few weeks. So it's certainly a good sign to see that the inflation numbers are better. And that the general numbers, the reports in the economy are telling the Fed that maybe they should pause rates, they should stop hiking rates, and maybe in the near future they may actually cut rates as well, in which case we would see a significant drop in mortgage interest rates, which would of course spur demand in the economy, specifically within the real estate industry, increase demand for housing, which would bring more buyers to the table because it's cheaper for them to get a mortgage to buy a home. So of course that's good news for buyers in terms of affordability. It's actually bad news for buyers in terms of competition. If there's more buyers coming to market, it means they're going to have to compete, of course, with other buyers more often for the same listings. We don't expect a rush of inventory to come to market. If interest rates go down, we expect many more buyers to come to market. Some of those will also be selling a home, so that will help a little bit. But we do expect home prices to rise more sharply than they have been when the interest rates have been higher this year. If you're thinking about selling your home, of course, it's good news that interest rates will be lower. There'll be more buyers competing to buy your home. And if you're actually buying a home as well, you haven't done that yet, you'd have lower interest rates to do that. Yes, you have more competition to buy, but you'll have an easier time affording that new payment if you're taking out a loan to do that with those lower interest rates. So it's good news mostly for sellers that there's going to be more buyer demand in the marketplace. So if you don't have to sell your home immediately, if you can wait maybe 3, 6, 12 months, it might make sense to try to time the market a little bit. But if you've watched my other videos in the past, you know that I'm not a big fan of trying to time the market. I think the best time to sell a home or buy a home or generally make a move is when you're actually ready to do that, when your housing needs dictate that you buy or sell a home, not when the market goes up and down. Unlike other investments, like if you have gold or mutual funds or individual stocks, of course you want to buy low and sell high. But when you live in your investment, when it's your home, it's not purely a financial decision to make a move. Of course, it's very personal. It affects where you're living every day and a lot of logistics to try to make that move. So I think the best time to consider selling your home is when it's right for you. The good news is, although we've had a tough time earlier this year, most of this year for sellers with lower demand due to higher interest rates, it looks like we may have reached a peak with interest rates closer to 8% earlier this year. The last few weeks, we've seen those rates coming down. We should see a spike in demand, and we should see home values rising pretty sharply if those interest rates continue to decline. If you have any questions or you want any help navigating buying, selling, or maybe doing both in the current real estate market, feel free to get in touch with us. The best way to reach out is to visit our website at 513flatfee.com. Click one of the links there to schedule a call so we can set aside some time dedicated to assessing your needs and mapping out a game plan for how we can help you to achieve your real estate goals. I'm Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty.